Hello soulmates, welcome back to the channel. Today's video will be making this lovely gown that you can see. If you love to sew from the comfort of your home, then this channel is for you. I upload sewing tutorials every week, and this beautiful dress that you can see will not even take much of your time. So if you are interested, keep on watching, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. As long as you love to sew, just get your sewing materials ready and let's stick to this channel, and let's just start this beautiful dress that you can see me putting on. I'll be taking you to all through the sewing process, from the cutting to the sewing, and it is very detailed. So I'm going to be slimming mine a bit, okay, later on. Okay, so I'm going to be holding it a bit to slim it down a bit. And this is what mine is looking like. It is looking beautiful, right? All right, let's dive into the video. For this tutorial, I made use of this black crepe fabric. Okay, I'll be mixing it with the dress, and this is the main fabric. I have 2.5 yards of this fabric, while for the crepe I made use of just half yard. So we'll be drafting out on a pattern paper first. So I'll start by drawing out a starting line, and from there I will mark out my under bust line, my waistline, and then I came down by 5 inches from my waistline for the back's effect. So I just rolled it into a straight line. So this is the under bust, waist, and then the length. So basically the length is 21 inches. Okay, so after doing that, I came in by 3 inches for the neck width. Next, I'll mark my shoulder. Half of my shoulder is 7 inches, so I just marked it like so. And then from there I marked the sleeve length, which is 10 inches, because it is a call together sleeve. So after doing that, on this side you come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. So you connect this 1 inch into the neck width, okay, using your ruler. So after connecting it, this is what it is looking like. I'll just extend the sleeve length. So after doing that, next thing I'll be doing is to mark how wide I want the sleeve opening to be. Okay, so this depends on what you want. For me, I made use of 9 inches, and this is it. So after marking it, I'll just draw out a straight line like so. Next, I'll come to the under bust line. So I'll measure what I have on my shoulder. Okay, what I have is 17 inches. Okay, so I'll minus just 3 inches from that 17 inches and mark it on my under bust line. Okay, so basically I marked 14 inches here. So after marking the 14 inches, I'll just connect it this way. So after connecting it this way, I'll just go ahead and draw out my armhole curve just like this. So after doing that, next thing I'll be doing is to come to the under bust. So I'll mark the under bust circumference measurements. Okay, so I hope you understand. So I'll mark it here. I'm not adding any allowance to this yet. And then on the waist, I marked the waist measurement, and then on the length I marked the hip circumference measurement. So I just ruled all this line into a straight line. So after rolling it together, this is what I have. So now I'll come for the neck width, for the neck depth, for the neck depth for the front. I want you to stop at the under bust line. Okay, so the front neckline will stop at the under bust line. It is a V neckline. So I've just connected it, and then for the back neckline, I don't want it that deep, so it is a matter of choice. So I just used 8 inches and I marked it here. So I'm just going to rule from the neck width to the 8 inches. I'm so sorry that it is not that showing much. Okay, so I did not know that the camera shifted. So after doing this, I'll just carefully cut this out. Now please watch where I am cutting so that you don't make mistake when making yours. Okay, so now I am going to cut the length, cut out the side like this, and this is it. So I will just cut out this part and cut out the back neckline for now, just the back neckline. So I'll keep that aside while we work on this. So to get that back effect, what I did was to come down by 2 inches from the waistline like this, and I'll connect it in a V way just like this. Okay, but if you don't want it to sharp, you can bend your ruler just to make it curvy. So I just connected mine this way, and then I'll cut this out. So this is what I have. So I'll use this to cut out the back piece for now, okay, on my fabric. So for this smaller one, I'll use the black fabric, and then for this other one, I'll use the main fabric. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. So watch closely, okay, what I'll be saying, okay, please. So for the side, I added 1 inch because I did not have stitching allowance on the pattern paper. For the other side, I added 1 inch for zipper allowance. Okay, you can see where the zipper allowance started from, right from here, this curvy part, and I also added it at the back fabric, as you can see. Okay, so for this side, I added ½ inch. For the top side, I added 1 inch, and then for this side, ½ inch. Okay, so that is what you will do. And for the black fabric, we have 4 pieces. Okay, the main fabric is 2, and then the lining is 2 as well. So now to cut out the front piece, you have to cut out the front neckline, and that is what I am doing. After doing that, we'll use this to cut out the front pattern. So this is it. I added ½ inch at the top, 1 inch by the side, and then it is on fold. This black piece is on fold. Okay, so and it is 2 pieces, for one for lining and one is the main piece. Why the upper, and this is what it is looking like, okay, after opening it up. And this is the other one. I added ½ inch all over, and then at the top I added 1 inch, just the same thing for the back piece. So now we'll go ahead and start sewing. So this is ST, okay, so I'm going to use it to gum on the main fabric, okay, just to give it some kind of weight, just for the black piece. So for this front, I cut out interfacing, okay, you can fold it if you want, and then I'll just place it like this, stitch it, turn it over, and use my hemming gum to secure it. So this is what it is looking like, okay, for the front piece, and I'll repeat the same process for the back piece as well. So now I'm going to cross the front piece just like this, okay. So I just overlapped it just like this because I don't want my boobs to show, and then I will just measure where I feel is comfortable for me. Okay, so I pinned it down. Now I will just go ahead and run a loose stitch at the bottom part. So this is the loose stitch. I'll carefully gather this stitch, okay. So after gathering it, this is what it is looking like, and this is the black piece. I've ironed the facing on just the main piece, so I'm going to notch it, as you can see, and then I'll place the midpoint, touching the midpoint of the main fabric, and like then I'll just go ahead and stitch it all the way down, okay. So you can see what I have. So I'll just pin it down for now like this, and then I'll just stitch it. So I will stitch it this way so that I'll be able to arrange my gathers properly, okay. So after stitching it, this is what I have, okay. And when you flip it to the wrong side, you'll be noticing that our stitch is showing. So to line it, this is the lining. All you need to do is to turn it like so and place your lining piece like this, and then stitch it down. After stitching it down, you realize that our stitch is in the middle now, and it is neatly secured. So what I'll do now is to stitch the back. So for the back piece, for the black one, we have to get rid of zipper bulge. To do that, I came in by ½ inch, okay. So this is the ½ inch, okay, not the first one. This is the ½ inch. So after marking ½ inch, I'll just draw it all the way up like this, and all the way down like this as well. This way we'll be able to get rid of zipper bulge from the dress. After doing that, just go ahead and cut this out. So after cutting it out, we'll work on the back. So I have already turned the neckline for the back. Now I will run a gather stitch at the bottom part, and this is it. I've gathered one side and I'll carefully gather this other side as well. So now I'll carefully gather it, and this is it. So I'll bring the black fabric, okay, so I'll bring it, and then I am going to just place this like this, okay, stitch it down, place the other one on the other back piece like so. Make sure you're aligning it well, and I'll stitch it down. Then I'll bring the lining, and the lining will be beneath it, okay. So I'll just raise this up and just show you how to sew it. So you just place the lining like this as well, okay. Can you see? Then you notice that your stitch will be in the middle, okay. So this is what it will look like. I'll do the same thing for the two, and this is it, neatly fixed. After doing that, go ahead and fold your sleeve area. So you fold it and stitch it down. After doing that, I'll bring the front piece, and I'm going to place it right side facing right side, okay, just like this. And then I'll stitch on it by the shoulder using the 1 inch that I added. So I am going to place it like so, and I'll also stitch on this one. And this is the fabric I'll be using as the strap. I did not cut it, measure it, okay. So you can just cut as long as you want. Just fold it into two, stitch it, and then secure the edges. So I'm done stitching the shoulder, and this is what it is looking like. So I'll just open this up. So now you open this up like so, and then you stitch on it again, okay. So you just stitch on it. So I'm done attaching one loops, and I'll explain what I did, okay. So this is what it is looking like. By the time you fold it, you have that rushed effect. So this is it. I have stitched it down, as you can see. Can you see? So you notice that you'll be having an opening, okay. So this is the fabric. I folded it like I explained and brought it out to the right side. So with the help of my pin, I am going to insert this into the channel that I created for this, okay. So I'm going to insert it, and I'll bring it out through the other side. So I'm done inserting one, as you can see. So I'm trying to insert the second one. This is the second one. So I'll just go ahead and insert it, and I am done inserting the two of them. So this is what it is looking like. So after inserting it, what you do next is simple. You just go ahead and secure it here, okay. You just stitch it down, okay. Can you see? So you are stitching it on the shoulder area, okay. So by the time I open this up, maybe you understand. So this is the side you stitch down, okay, just to hold it. So after doing that, you go ahead and secure the sides of your dress using the allowance you added to your when drafting. So after stitching, this is what I have. So I'm going to measure the length from the short side, okay. So I'll minus the half length from I'll minus the upper part from the full length, sorry. So after measuring, I'm also going to measure this side like so. So you'll be cutting times 2 or times 3 of what you have there. So this is my leftover fabric, and I had to even stitch it together, okay. You notice why I stitched together to get it this long. So what I'll do now is to fold it into two like this. After folding, I'll come down by 1.5 inches. This is just so that my bags will sit well. After coming down by 1.5 inches, I'll just cut it slantedly, just like this. Can you see what I'm doing? So this is optional though. You can just go ahead and attach your the upper part to the down part without doing this, okay. So after doing that, I'm going to run a loose stitch and gather it at the top part, and then just like this I'll just run a loose stitch all the way down, and then I'll gather it, and then on the other side I'm going to fold it into two and stitch it. So this is the gathered stitch, as you can see, and I've folded the down part, I've hemmed it. So this is the dress, I've brought it back, and now I'm going to place it right side facing right side, but then I have to fold it into two, and I'm going to notch the midpoint of the upper part just the way you see me demonstrating. After notching, I am now going to place it right side facing right side. Okay, so the right side of this my dress is the part where I cut out of the down part. Okay, so I just pin it down, and now I'm going to just go ahead and stitch on it like this, the way you see me doing. This is how I'm going to just go on and stitch on it till I get to the end, and I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. I'll make sure that my seams are flat, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing on this other side as well. So after stitching on it, this is what I have. Okay, this is what it is looking like. Next thing I'll be doing is to insert the zipper. To do that, turn your dress to the wrong side. Okay, arrange it properly, just the way you see me doing, and then from the zipper we added 1 inch for our zipper allowance. Okay, so what I will do is to, from here, okay, I'm going to fix the zipper down to somewhere here. Okay, then I'll stitch that part all the way down. I hope you understand, just the normal way you attach the part to your dresses. So now I'm going to follow that shape that I made. Okay, make sure you follow this shape so that to avoid any bodginess at the back of this dress. Okay, follow the shape. Okay, so I'm going to just insert this zipper. So after inserting the zipper, this is what I have. Now notice that this black piece is aligning. Can you see this side is aligning and the back area is also aligning? So this is what you should look out for. Okay, it is very important. So this is it. This is the front side.